Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching today. Today is the video for Thursday, the 2nd. I had some connectivity. I had some internet issues with the video and connecting, kept on logging me out or whatever you want to call it. But here's the video for Thursday. It's being an effective communicator is key to success in anything. And I've heard so many different quotes about how important and podcasts and videos and classes and books on how communication is the most important thing in success in anything, a relationship, communication, in business, in anything, is how to communicate with other people. And the one thing that stuck with me, it was one that says 80%, and I totally believe this, 80% of your happiness or success with anything personal, relationship-wise, or business-wise is having to do with how effective you are communicating with other people or those people that you're doing business with. It doesn't have to be everybody. So that's kind of the key I wanted to be explained today, because you, as we'll stick with real estate, not personal, friends, relatives, your spouse, your significant other. Let's talk about business. You could be a terrible communicator with everything else. I mean, I hope you're not, but in business, you have to craft your skill of being an effective communicator with prospecting for new clients, finding new business, new buyers and new sellers. You need to be effective communicator to sell yourself on why people should use you to buy or sell their house. You need to be an effective communicator to make the process, when they do use you, to communicate with people and to figure out how the best way to make their experience of buying or selling an enjoyable experience, the best it can. You need to be an effective communicator with the other agents, with the mortgage company, the title company, the inspector, your office staff, your office support. It goes on and on. So I'm going to go through my opinion. What the next key is you have to be basically like and I don't know if you've even heard this term before, because I'm just coining it now, a communication chameleon. Think that's what I'm going with. I'm just throwing it out right now. You have to communicate with so many different people it effectively. You can't be the same way. You have to be like a chameleon. Change your colors, change your attitude, change your delivery, change your focus, change your how you organize your thoughts and get a point across to people. Me, I feel, just and maybe a lot of my agents watching this might know this, or even my friends or relatives might know this about me, and I know, is that you have to know where you're short in some of these, in this skill of being an effective communicator. And I think I know a little bit about me. Do I know everything? No, but I know a little bit about me. And I am to the point and keep things short. And I don't sometimes go into complete detail. Like when I know, just being a real estate broker for 25 years and helping sometimes dozens and dozens and dozens of agents every day, I keep it short. Sometimes say, do this, do this, do this. And I don't fill in the blanks where those sometimes are important of why. I kind of feel like sometimes like a dad all the time. Like when your kids go, do this. Well, why? Because I told you to do that. Or you don't elaborate the importance of certain things. So I know I do that in my day, and I try to stop myself, sit back, relax, and remember that some people want to know all of the things. Me, I'm the other way around. Give me the details, give me the facts, give me what you exact need that needs to be done now, not what needs to be done tomorrow or what happened. I'm kind of like, let's work on the problem or the situation here. Let's not see the whole picture. That sometimes is a problem for me, because I sometimes want to need and should know the whole story before that. But the point I'm getting at, so I know that about myself. And sometimes I have to catch myself with that and try to be a better communicator with the people that need that whole story or want that whole story, or that's how they learn, that's how they understand, not just you have to do this because it's good for you. You have to do this because dot, 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 and all those other things you need to do. So you should be doing the same thing too. Always be analyzing, always be wondering if, and if you ever have a bad experience, someone has a bad experience with you, with your a buyer or a seller. I know it's hard to ask, but if you ever have someone that doesn't, for example, when you send those, we send out reviews on our buyers and sellers. Sometimes people just don't want to write a review because it wasn't great. I think every single client you should ask to fill out a review, and you should ask them and be honest with you, even if it's bad or if something that I didn't do wrong. I want to learn, I want to grow. I'll give you the scripts. I don't want to go over it, go off on a tangent on this video, but I will help you, give you the scripts and things to say to people to get that those feedback. And the other way too, a lot of agents out there, that's also good to connect with people or contact people for reviews, to catch them and to show that you care, just in case they did have a bad experience. What I mean by that, and I'll leave you with this thought with reviews, is that some people just don't fill out reviews because they just don't feel comfortable doing it, or sometimes it's festering. They're waiting to get all their thoughts in order because something happened. Could be something that had nothing to do with you, and then they send in, go on Google, they go on the ones we send them with the Real Satisfied, and then they put in a bad review, and then you have that on your record or on your reviews. So maybe if you reach out to these people and connect with them beforehand, and they will verbally tell you, maybe, and not spend all the time to write it all down and have that bad review on your website. So it's just being proactive about learning about communication. Now, of course, some of us, we already know, because you can't please everybody. Those people, the communication's off, the focus is off, the goals of what everybody wants to get out of things are off. You know that sometimes it's so far off, there's nothing you can do to communicate, but there's that little bit in the middle. That's what I'm talking about, that you don't even know, you don't even ask. It's always the good, the real good. People are like, yeah, it's great, it's all awesome, they give you a great review. It's always the people that bad, they write the bad review. Where's all those people in the middle? Though you can learn a lot from those people in the middle if they feel that if you communicated with them and explain things or on top of things. You have to ask. You have to ask. That's the hardest thing. You have to ask, how is my communication? How are my skills? And I just explain those reviews because that's a good way. There's a lot of good questions in there where they can answer honestly. It was excellent. It was good. It was fair. And it's supposed to help you not just get more business because people could see better reviews. It's there to help you grow. Like, hey, I was just fair and following up. I was poor in explanation of the process. There's so many good things that you can learn from those reviews and communicating with people, how effectively you're communicating with them. So hopefully that made some sense today. But remember, call, text, email me. I'm happy to set some time aside for you and help you with whatever you need. So have a great day. And I'll be doing a video for Friday right after this. All right. Bye-bye.